we realized we'd have to use our own people. And that's when we began with Claire Spechler, who is a gem of a teacher. It began because she wanted to be a member of the choir, and the rule was you couldn't be a member of the choir unless you could read Hebrew.
She is the symbol for Jewish education. I can even almost say she is Jewish education. Her dedication, her love for what she does, her commitment is something that I've never seen. I've been in Jewish education for over 30 years. I have never seen it with any other teacher.
You know, all I recall from seeing her the first day is that she was, that day, the sweetest teacher that you could ever ask for as a student, and she is, 47 years later, is exactly the same way. I've never seen anyone as consistently giving and open and encouraging from, I don't know how old she must have been then, but whatever she was to where she is now, 47 years past, exactly the same. And so she took the horror out of Hebrew school, and I found myself looking forward to being in her class.
You go into our classroom and her bulletin board is a work of art. The blackboard is full of information, it's full of ideas, there's pictures on it. You want her to go sign it when she's done with it and take a picture of it.
I've known her for 35 years. I've never seen her teach Purim the way she used to. It's all new. She always adds a puppet. I love her papers that she does, the little drawings that she does to teach the children, and she's keeping herself fresh to be able to relate to the kids.
She works hard, and she to really impart Yiddishkeit, to impart the lessons of our tradition to all of our students here. And I've gone into her class, and I've seen the way the students interact with her, how she interacts with them, and it's with much love, it's with much care, and it's really something special.
She's taught children and their children and their children's children. She's always on. That's another thing about Claire Spechler, right? She's always engaged in education. You can't speak to her without her citing something, teaching something. It's just a part of who she is, and it emanates from her personality. And because it does, it's authentic and it's genuine, and kids see that.
It's incredible to me that my children in this instance are able to have the exact same experience that I had 45 years ago. So all those stories when I always tell them, oh, back when I was a kid we did this, they're now experiencing that firsthand. We talk a lot about Mrs. Spechler, and I tell them that she's a gem and something to be treasured. And they think that she's a spectacular teacher and learn so much from her because, I mean, she's literally, if you were to look up teacher in the dictionary, her picture would be there.
And no matter when I see her, and I know she says, call me Claire, and I said, I can't because you are forever in my mind my teacher. And I say that with love and admiration and respect. I think that that's one of the greatest titles that a younger person can afford to an older person, is to always refer to them as my teacher. And Mrs. Spechler will always be my teacher.
Claire's puppets. I mean, so many generations grew up on that. She brings the Torah stories to life. She brings people to life.
I think she has such a love for Hebrew, for Judaism, and she just wants to transmit that to the children she works with, and generations of TBS children, now adults, have learned so much from her, just from her love of Judaism.
Morah Spechler is at the center of congregational learning. She embraces our families in her Shabbat morning service. She embraces our families in family programming like our Shabbat dinners or consecration, where she is laying the foundation for our kids and for our families to participate in shul life for the next however many years that they're here at Temple Beth Sholom.
To have her here is to have a symbol of the continuity of Jewish education from generation to generation. And that means that we can inspire other teachers to have that same type of dedication, and they can draw upon her as a resource. And if she can learn new techniques and new songs new melodies for prayers that she's chanted differently. If she can do that, then certainly they can do that.
3 nights before God knew that he was going to come through Mitzrayim. What country is Mitzrayim? Yes?
It takes a lot of time, takes a lot of hard work, takes a lot of commitment, and that's really what Claire exemplifies. And I hope that her example of doing that for so many years and doing it well for so many years is something that we all learn from and that we can continue on her work for many, many years to come.